As we know that when three sides of a triangle are known, then to get the area of that triangle, we can use Heron's formula. So naturally question arises, triangle has three sides and therefore Heron's formula will help to find the area of that triangle. So suppose instead of triangle, if we have quadrilateral having four sides, then how we will find the area of quadrilateral? So just consider this quadrilateral ABCD, and the sides of length of sides are given 4, 7, 6 and 3, and one of the angle is given, that is a 90 degree. Then how we will find the area of such a quadrilateral? So here the good thing is, out of four angles, one angle is given, that is 90 degree, and we can take the benefit of this given data. And that's why what I am doing here, if we join this diagonal DB, then what happen? The diagonal DB will become hypotenuse of a triangle ABD, and once we draw the diagonal BD, then this quadrilateral will cut into two triangles, and therefore we can easily find out the area of both the triangles, and then add them, we will get the area of quadrilateral. So for this purpose, we are joining the diagonal DB, and therefore triangle ABD will become a right angle triangle. So we can use the Pythagoras theorem here, and using Pythagoras theorem, the length of DB we will get as a 5. Now, how to get the area of this triangle ABD? Since it is a right angle triangle, therefore you have two choice. Either you can use the base height formula here, or you can use Heron's formula. So any one of the formula you can use, and suppose you will calculate the area of this triangle, and if I am denoted by A1, so I am just considering this is A1. Now I am going to find the area of this triangle DBC. So this is not a right angle triangle, but all the three sides are given, therefore we have only one choice, that is Heron's formula. So use the Heron's formula here and find the area of this triangle DBC, and it is denoted by A2. Then add these two area A1 plus A2, I will get area of quadrilateral ABCD. Okay. Now, if another situation is happen, consider a quadrilateral. Here angles are not known, and that's why we cannot use the previous method here, because previous method is useful when the one of the angle is 90 degree. Here no angle is known, therefore we can't use that. But here if I am giving the names, suppose this is A, this is B, this vertex I am denoted by C, and this is D, and lengths are given. Suppose this is 6, this is 7, this is 4, and this is 5. Lengths are also provided. So how to find area of such a quadrilateral? So in this case, if we join any diagonal, then definitely this quadrilateral will convert into two triangles. But again the question is remaining, that how to get the length of that diagonal, and therefore we cannot find length of the diagonal, therefore we cannot find the area of triangle. So in such a case, they have to provide the length of diagonal. That's why I'm constructing the diagonal AC, and I'm taking the length of AC is 8. I'm taking means in the question they have to provide the length of one diagonal. Then only we can solve this problem. So now AC will cut into two triangles, and if you see the left triangle, all the three sides we know, and therefore using Heron's formula we can find out its area denoted by A1, and similarly we can find out the area of right-handed triangle, and that is denoted by A2, and again you can add these two areas A1 and A2, you will get total area of your total area of your quadrilateral ABCD. So this is the second case, how to get the area of quadrilateral. Now look at this figure. This is a circle, and if we draw a quadrilateral which is inscribed in the circle, so it is given that quadrilateral is cyclic, and its four sides are also given. Then we will find its area by using Brahmagupta's formula. This formula is very much similar to Heron's formula. The only difference is Heron's formula is useful to objects having three sides, and Brahmagupta's formula is useful to find the area having four sides. That means quadrilateral. But keep in mind, we cannot find area of quadrilateral, any quadrilateral, using Brahmagupta formula. To use the Brahmagupta formula, the quadrilateral must be a cyclic quadrilateral. So the obviously question is, what is mean by cyclic quadrilateral? So I am explaining what is the meaning of cyclic quadrilateral. If all the vertices of a quadrilateral lies on any circle, then that quadrilateral is called as a cyclic. So decide whether the given quadrilateral is a cyclic or not, we have to see, or the information is provided, must be provided that the all vertices lies on the circle. Then only we can say that it is a cyclic. Now if we have such a quadrilateral, but we don't have information about its vertices, whether lies on circle or not, then how do we know that it is a cyclic quadrilateral? So that's why how to check that is. So for that purpose, you take any pair of opposite angles of that quadrilateral and add them, and the sum of these two opposite angles will become 180. That means opposite angles are supplementary. Then you can say that the quadrilateral is cyclic quadrilateral. Now we will see one more important theorem. That name of the theorem is Ptolemy's theorem. And what is that? Suppose this is a quadrilateral, okay, and diagonals are given, and in this case all the sides are given and the length of diagonal are also given. Then this theorem is called as a Ptolemy's theorem. If the sum of product of the lengths of two pairs of opposite sides is equal to the product of lengths of the diagonals, then that quadrilateral is called as a cyclic. If you see this figure, if I am giving the name, this is A, this vertex is B, this is C, and this is D, then sum of, this is a sum, and product of length of two pair of opposite sides. So AB and its opposite side is DC. So take a product of AB and DC, keep in one bracket, plus another opposite pair is AD and BC, take its a product, and if it is equal to product of the lengths of diagonals, then you can say that this quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. Now consider this quadrilateral. So I am giving names, that is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D, and also lengths are given. Suppose this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D, okay, and it is given that it is a cyclic quadrilateral. It is a cyclic quadrilateral. It is given. We must have to know quadrilateral. So when we know it is a cyclic quadrilateral, how to find the area by using Brahmagupta's formula? So first of all, you find out the perimeter of this quadrilateral, that is A plus B plus C plus D, addition of all the sides, and take its semi-perimeter dividing by 2, and that is denoted by S. It is the procedure similar to Heron's. Only the difference is in Heron's formula we are adding 3 sides. Here we are adding 4 sides. Okay. Now, how to get, what is the formula of Brahmagupta? That is, area is equal to the square root of that semi-perimeter minus first side into semi-perimeter minus second side into semi-perimeter minus third side into semi-perimeter minus fourth side. And if you look this is very much similar to Heron's formula, but this is applicable for quadrilaterals, not quadrilaterals, cyclic quadrilaterals, and that's why this formula is called as a Brahmagupta formula. So I hope you understood the Brahmagupta formula here. So you can use it when you are having cyclic quadrilateral while finding the area. Thank you.